Hi,
Hello, welcome back.
back to our channel. This is episode 5. Crazy.
I know, new week to week moment for us too. And then we're gonna take like a 3-week hiatus.
Yeah, sorry guys. But yeah, welcome to Retired Fangirls podcast. I'm Caele,
I'm Megan.
and we are retired fangirls. We met as Percy Jackson fans online like almost 10 years ago, and still here.
Still kicking, which apparently a lot of people don't know.
Really.
Because every time we post something with like everybody that we're friends with, they're like, oh my gosh, I always wondered what happened to you
I
guys.
know. I'm like, I guess they just don't see. I guess we've also rebranded all of our personal accounts too. So
It's not like we do a lot together as a group anymore. It's more just like we're friends behind the scenes and not posting.
uh, actually, we just made a video together.
Mhm.
Yay! First SPS collab since who knows when.
Before I graduated high school.
Yeah. So I actually got everyone to make a video. Wow. And it was most of the people that I thought would be involved anyways.
Mhm.
I'll insert it right now.
Sleezing and teasing, I'm sitting on him. All of my diamonds are dripping on him. I met him at the bar, I was 12 or something. I ordered 2 more wines, cause tonight I want him. A little context if you care to listen. I found myself in a shit position. The man that I love sat me down last night and he told me that it's over, done decision. I don't wanna feel how my heart is ripping. In fact, I don't wanna feel, so I stick to sipping. And I'm out on the town with a simple mission. In my little black dress and the shit is sitting. Just a heartbroken bitch, high heel, 6-inch in the back of the nightclub, sipping champagne. I don't trust any of these bitches I'm with in the back of the taxi, sniffing cocaine. Drunk calls, drunk texts, drunk tears, drunk sex. I was looking for a man who was on the same page. Back to the intro, back to the bar, to the Bentley, to the hotel, to my old way. Cause I don't wanna feel how I did last night. I don't wanna feel how I did last night. Doctor, anything please. Doctor, have mercy on me. Take this pain away. You're give me my symptoms, doctor. I don't wanna feel. Took this joint, how I'm blowing this thing. Back to my ways like 2019. 24 hours since my ex did it. I got a new man on me, it's about to get sweaty. Last night really was the cherry on the cake. Been some dark days lately and I'm finding it crippling. Excuse my state, I'm as high as your hopes that you'll make it to my bed. Get me hot and sizzling. If I take a step back to see the glass half full, at least it's the product 2-piece that I'm tricking in. And I'm already acting like a dick, now me. So you might as well stick it.
Basically, it's just like a cute little trend where we like go to each other's location on the weather app, say hi. It's a fun time.
Mhm.
Love that. A lot of people were like, "Oh my god, I love you guys." I'm like,
Deceptively hard to film those videos
"Oh
are.
yeah." I was surprised. I was like, "Am I doing this right?" Me after like being the one to tell you guys how to do it.
Me
I
and
was
Tati
not.
tried it like 6 times and the dialogue, I wish that you guys could hear. It was like, wait, fuck, wait, where are we going? Wait, we're in the wrong weather. We're in the wrong weather. It's just like
It turned out
everything.
cute though.
Yeah, it did.
I was very wholesome, happy, wholesome making that.
Mhm.
But yeah, speaking of internet friends, do you have any fun stories? Like, because I've met most of the SPS, I think, but I don't know if we had any story times to tell.
Um, well, we have the story time of when we met and you were just like sick as a dog.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that on the first podcast. I've met Ronnie. I just went and stayed with her in Toronto.
Oh, so you like stayed with her.
Yeah, like stayed with her family.
Oh, that's
Um,
great.
it
Wait, you
was
never
really
really told me about how that went.
It went so well.
Okay.
I've been to Canada a few times. I haven't been up to Toronto, but I am from Detroit and Windsor is like a 30-minute drive.
Mhm.
Um, so when you're 19 and you can drink in Canada, you just like make a little trek over
Yeah.
to Windsor. But I hadn't made it out to Toronto. So I was excited to like see what that was all about and like see a big city in Canada. It was, very much like Detroit. It was cold, it was winter. But her family was so sweet. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, very delish. Um, Yeah, they were just like nice. They're very Italian family. Her parents both have accents. I think they're immigrants. Which was like cool and fun and quirky. Her house was cute. She has a big dog that they kept locked up all the time just because he was so excited to have guests. Like he would topple me over. Um, but yeah, it was really fun. And then we got to just like explore Toronto. We went to I think it's like the Royal Ontario Museum, which was a lot like the natural history that we have in New York City. So it was fun to see like a different country's take on that. And they had a really brilliant display of an Indigenous artist, and then going through because Canada for a period of time, I don't know how long, would like take the children from like their Indigenous cultures and put them into residential schools to try and like assimilate them into Canadian culture. So it was like going through like Indigenous history and then talking about like the pain that it felt for them to like have their children ripped away from them, which was like brutal, but like the art was so beautiful. It was a very interesting exhibit that they had up there. But yeah, that was in Toronto with Ronnie.
How long were you to get guys together? Like, how long were you up there?
I was there for 3 days. I think I flew in Thursday night and I left sometime on Sunday.
Not bad. Oh, that's so cute. Because I just also met Ronnie like last July.
Because you went up to Toronto.
Yeah, I went up from Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a road trip from Michigan. I have an aunt in Michigan, and we did a road trip up to Toronto because we have family there. And then me and Ronnie met up in like a mall food court and like talked for like 30 minutes, and then I had to go. But yeah, I've met most of the SPS members. Oh, when we say SPS, we mean Secret Project Squad, which is what we call our friend group, because initially this YouTube channel was a secret project. We're like,
and we were so annoying about it.
We were so annoying. We still are probably, but
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so I met Ansley through SPS, and Raina. We all went to camp together. I met Ronnie. I met you, obviously. I've met Gray. Gray lives in Massachusetts.
Oh, a really hilarious moment. So I went to New York City my senior year of high school. It was like my big spring break trip. Me and my brother and my parents went. My sister was already in college. And Tati is from Jersey, but like close enough to the city to be in town. And like the day that I was there, Ren was in the city. I didn't end up meeting her that day, but Tati got to. And Ben, he was like German Percy Jackson, like Percy cosplayer. He was in the city. I didn't get to meet him either, but Ryan was also on a school trip in New York. So my whole family met up with Tati's whole family and we got lunch, like parents, siblings, everyone has met.
So cute.
And then we walked from like a Times Square adjacent area to Chinatown, which is like 40 blocks.
Yeah.
To go see Ryan. And it was like, we didn't realize he was on a school trip. So it looked so stuffy. We were like waiting for him outside the restaurant. And then he came and said hi. We took like a picture. We look like absolute babies. I'll send it to you so you can like pop it in the screen. And then he was like, okay, well, we're going on a tour, so I gotta go. And I was like, we walked 40 blocks just to hug you and take a picture and then leave. But it was really sweet.
That's how it is, though.
Yeah. So that was like my whole family dragging them along on the expedition to meet you guys.
Love that. I have a similar, not really similar, but so in high school, like, you know, we were all in the Percy Jackson community online. My mom didn't know that I was online like this. Because like, why would I tell her? And then, you know, Danica, she was one of the Percy Jackson cosplayers.
Yeah, she was Calypso.
Yes. So, Danica, I'm sorry, I don't know her at anymore. I'll try to find her. But she was in New York City the same time I was. It was like a fun little, like, I think it was like summer 2016. I don't remember. Some summer in high school when I went to New York City. And she was there too. And so I was like, oh my God, Mom, I want to go to the Empire State Building and ask them to go to the 600th floor with with my friend from camp. And so we get there, we're both wearing Camp Half-Blood shirts. It's like my mom, my whole family, and then her mom is there. We like filmed everything. We're like, let's ask the worker to go to 600th floor. The worker was not fucking having it. She was,
Really?
yeah, she did
You
not
should
play.
have asked the chick that I did. She, like, I was like, can I ask you to go to the 600th floor? And she was like, yes, absolutely. And then her and my mom started like scripting out a whole plot and everything. And she like moved a velvet rope so I could like go to the elevator. It was hilarious.
We
I
had
wish I had
great
her.
experiences.
She was my girl.
No, because the lady that I had was so not into it. So we filmed it and everything. We're like, can we go to the 600th floor? She's like, sure. We took pictures, and my mom thinks she's a friend from camp. She does not know she's random stranger I met online. And my mom starts talking to her mom, and she's like, so when did you go to Camp Half-Blood? Blah blah blah. And the mom's like, we never went there. And I was like, oh. And then we walked away. And my mom's like, Kaylee, you cannot be like meeting up with random internet people like this. I was like, sorry.
Yes, you can. We were all real. There were
No, everyone was real. I hope.
Well, we literally made YouTube videos together, so I feel like
Yeah.
everyone who was on the Chan had to be
And
real.
like at least I was like in a public place. Like
You were literally with your parents. It was
I was with
as
my
safe
parents.
as you could be.
It was just
It's
so
not as
funny.
sketchy as me driving to Ann Arbor to pick you up in my car,
True. That's true.
but it's okay because I'm real.
Yes. Yeah, that was just a funny internet friend story, which my mom knows now that I'm like online. But back then, y'all, we were struggling. Like, my mom thought I was like a creep weirdo because I would be online all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm just like fucking cosplaying with other middle schoolers. Like, it's different now.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's chronically online now.
It's just like a fully different environment. And also, like, it was so easy for us to gain a following online back in those days. Like, I couldn't imagine doing it now, or like
It's hard.
being 15 again and trying to do that too. Like, the pressure would be immense.
I like think about like the content that I see now, and like just like the everyone's bodies, or like Facetune, or like all these like, I'm like, I would die.
Filters on TikTok even, it's like, what the hell?
It's so bad. I'm like, I would feel so insecure, even more than I was like already as you are, like as a middle schooler. Plus what I'm seeing online right now, like I would not be able to do it.
I would just be like so insecure about my numbers too, because I already was like, oh, like what's my ratio? Like if you look at my old Piper account, I only follow like 190 people,
Yeah.
which is insane because it still has 3,000 followers. Like, why was I unfollowing people to keep that ratio so low?
No, literally.
Why didn't I just follow my friends and
I was like,
keep
I had to look
following them?
cool.
Yeah, I had to like look famous because like famous people also don't follow very many, but it's like that was so dumb. And I wish I followed more people on that account so I could like
Yeah.
have them still, but like, well, 15-year-old me was on one, I guess.
Wow, she was like on a power trip.
Well, she was just like, I don't know, like worried about the numbers, and
Yeah.
it doesn't actually matter.
Well, back then it did. Like, I remember when Instagram, like, it would go to 11 likes, like when 11 people liked it. But before that, it would only be like a list of people. And so you
Yeah.
wanted to have the 11 likes, like
Embarrassing. Yeah.
And like my Caele Kestis account, which I use now, is my old That Damn Drew account. I just like changed the name, and I have like 8,000 followers on there, all from my Drew era, but like they're all inactive. Like, and I can't bring myself to unfollow some of the like Percy Jackson fan art, or like people that have made edits of us, or like I can't do it. So there's just like so many dead Instagram accounts on my
I just turn like count off if I post on Piper. I'm not changing the name. PIPXR.M is my branding.
No, literally. Like, do you have to change the like hide like count for every single post though?
I think so. I don't know if there's like a master setting. I haven't looked because I don't post that often on it.
Because like I post a lot and I'm just like not bothered to do that because I think I have to do it one at a time.
That would literally be so annoying. They should make a master. I'm sure there's like a button that'll come out soon to
Well,
like.
there better be. I mean, Instagram's lacking right now, but
Well, that's because Meta's too busy trying to ban TikTok.
no, I'm like, can we stop? Can we just enjoy life?
When they're collecting the same amount of data and had worse data leaks, like you have no place to speak right now.
Literally. I'm like,
Really?
I'm here. Yeah. So it's a new era. I wasn't like this before, y'all.
No.
And I'm sorry to all girlies, people just on the internet who are middle schoolers, high schoolers growing up on this shit, because it's not a good environment.
It's like so different because it was also like the internet was so fun and like it was about being quirky and stupid and weird.
Yeah. Now it's like all body checking, what I eat in a day as a model. Like, everyone has a perfect body.
Yeah.
Mean girl. I miss the golden era of YouTube when it was like Tyler Oakley, Troy Sivan, Zoella.
O2L, that era.
Yeah, that was good. Wasn't like Shawn Mendes in like, is it Shawn
He
Mendes?
might have been MagCon, like
Oh,
the
MagCon.
Vine Boys. Yeah.
I get confused between the two.
They're like the same thing in my brain. I didn't watch either of them, to
Me
be
neither.
fair, but I do miss like the collabs and the challenge videos.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
those are all very fun. But I don't know. I feel like YouTube's like kind of dead.
I think YouTube is a great place for long form informational content. Like I watch a lot of video essays and like podcasts and stuff like that on YouTube, but it's not like the quirky fun
Yeah.
like DIY place that it used to be.
Yeah, I follow a lot of like Asian like creators on YouTube. Like my friend's one of them. And I don't know, they're like productions. Like it'll be
Yeah.
like, here's a day of my life, and it's like film, like
Nice dad's
drones.
influence.
I'm like, girl, let's use our iPhones. Like it was
Where's the shaky
lovely.
cam?
Literally like all the crazy edits, like Emma Chamberlain, like I don't know, I guess it's kind of dead now, but
I don't know if it's dead or just like very different from what we're used to.
the humor is like, we're done with that.
It's just like not, it's not the weird little corner anymore.
Yeah, which sucks, but
Mhm.
whatever. Yeah, the internet's a weird place.
Yeah, whatever. It'll be. It'll be.
In conclusion, yeah. Oscars,
Everything Everywhere All at Once swept.
guys. Representation.
Everything Everywhere All at Once like swept at the Oscars. I cried when
I sobbed.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it like K1?
I think it's like Ki Hoi Kwan. Or I don't, like there's a video of him saying like, I don't care how you say it. Like as long as you're saying
He
my
was
name.
just so sweet. And then I also saw a video of him like going into the press room after he won and he was literally bouncing.
Dude, he's like his inner child just like comes out like every single time. And like when they won Best Picture and Harrison
hugging
gave the
Harrison.
award, we were
Yeah.
like, sobbing.
Yeah, it was really, really sweet.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy with the results, except for Jamie Lee Curtis winning.
It should have been Stephanie if they were going to pick someone from Everything Everywhere.
No, exactly.
What
like,
the fuck?
Exactly. I'm like, at least Angela. Like, it should have been Angela or Stephanie.
If they're going to pick Everything Everywhere All at Once, pick the best supporting actress from that film, which was Joy. Like,
exactly.
She was incredible.
It was just like funny seeing her speech like as a Nepo baby versus all the like Asian people that were like, my immigrant parents who came here and sacrificed everything. If that doesn't sum up the Asian American experience, then I don't know what else does. But I mean, I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but yeah.
I love her too, but I also like don't think like people are like, oh my God, she's been in the industry for so long. This is so long deserved. But she's not like a Leo, you know, like she wasn't doing Titanic and Revenant and all of those big, she was doing Halloween. and Freaky Friday. Great movies, love them.
Yeah.
But it's not like she's had this long career of
Right.
Oscar worthy performances.
Yeah. I saw
And Angela Bassett has had a
Exactly.
career of Oscar worthy performances.
Exactly. So it's just, yeah, I mean, what do you expect? They had to like not give us something. So it had to be that.
It's still the Academy.
It's, yeah, exactly. I saw a tweet that was like, Jason didn't do his job, like killing Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I'm gonna go through.
Elvis didn't win anything
Oh
though.
yeah, like
Thank
thank
God.
the fucking God. No offense.
Sorry, Austin Butler, but you've been really annoying. I was rooting against you.
Everyone was like, I don't care who wins as long as it's not Austin Butler.
But Brendan Fraser, another like
Oh,
redemption arc.
amazing. Did you watch The Whale?
No,
I
it
wa-
looked really, really sad.
Yeah, I know you don't like sad movies.
I can't do it.
No, but he did really, really well. So I'm so glad. It was
Mhm.
like really him and Ki Huy Kwan, like best comeback ever.
I loved The Goonies when I was a kid. We watched that so many times.
Classic. I'm gonna have to like do a rewatch of like The Goonies and Indiana Jones, like all of that, just for the nostalgia of it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go through the list of what we have.
Okay.
Okay, so All Quiet on the Western Front won like literally everything else.
What is that?
I haven't watched that movie. I think it's on Netflix. I think
Is it a foreign film?
it's just a like a World War II movie.
I hate war movies.
I hate war movies.
I'm sick of it.
I hate war movies. I'm sorry. They're
I'm
like,
not sorry. I hate them.
yeah, I don't care. No offense. It's just not my thing. Like, how many do we need? You know?
Right. We already have Saving Private Ryan. I feel like that's perfect and enough.
I really liked 1917 though.
I didn't watch it. It was
Yeah.
a war movie.
It's like all filmed like as if it's one take, like the entire film. So I
okay.
thought that was cool. It was like
Mhm.
they also won an Oscar, I think, whenever it
I
came
didn't
out.
watch Dunkirk either.
Mhm.
Harry Styles' acting debut. Did not see that film.
That one was good. People like were crazy about it. I'm not a war, like I don't care, but like
War is
yeah,
boring.
it was good. I'm like
Mhm.
sure. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, costume design, let's fucking go. I already knew it. Top Gun Maverick, achievement in sound. I didn't watch any of the short films, sorry.
I didn't watch any of the short films. The only animated one that I saw was Turning Red, I think. What were the others? Because there was Pinocchio that was nominated.
Yes, that one won.
Guillermo del Toro is scary to me because
Oh.
like, well, he does scary movies. That's like his thing. So
Yeah,
like
weirdo. Like
yeah, I was like, I can't do claymation and it be scary. I
Really?
watched Coraline. That was enough.
that scares you? I mean, yeah.
Ugh. Did you see the I think it was at like D23, the Judy Hopps?
Oh, what?
It's like a new thing that the Imagineers came up with for the parks. It's like a robot Judy Hopps that like does flips and stuff.
I have not seen that.
I don't like it.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I like the Spider-Man one that they've done.
Yeah, this one didn't have any of the like fur or outfit. It was just like the bare bones of the robot, which made it a lot scarier.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, animated, it was like Pinocchio, Puss in Boots, Marcel the Shell, which she was on, and
Turning Red was
Red,
nominated.
and something else I forgot. Oh, it was Sea Beast. Sea Beast was on Netflix.
Yeah, I only watched Turning Red. I heard the other ones, like I heard Marcel the Shell, which she was on, was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, oh, you loved Puss in Boots. I have to watch Puss in Boots.
You have to watch.
I do have to. I think I would love it.
I was like, I want Puss in Boots, but I know Pinocchio is gonna win, and then Pinocchio won.
I wanted Turning Red because I just thought that was such a good, like, fun movie.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm always just like when they're like about to choose a winner, I'm like, which movie had its moment, like really truly. And I was like, oh, Turning Red like had its moment, but Pinocchio won, and Pinocchio was very good. It was a little odd. I like didn't know that was the Pinocchio lore. I mean, I think they added a lot of things. So basically, like in the movie, it's like dark. Like, so the man has his original son, and then the son is like in a church with like this Jesus wooden thing that the dad has just made. And then the church gets bombed and the child dies. And I'm
Bombed
like,
by who? Are we in a war setting?
in a war setting.
Why do we
Yeah,
have so many war movies?
I know. And I'm just like, hello, is this how Pinocchio worked? And then whatever, he builds Pinocchio, like blah blah blah. Suddenly Pinocchio is like, they want him to be in the war and like be like a child soldier because he's like immortal, like he has like several lives. I'm just like, hello, is
Okay.
this what happened? And my sister's like, no. And then he
Is
gets
Pinocchio Hans Christian Andersen?
no.
Oh, because I know that those are all a lot darker than like the Disney-ified version,
Yeah.
but like
I'm pretty
this
sure.
feels like a lot.
No, and I don't think that's the original. And he performs for like Mussolini. Like
What the heck?
that's what like I was like, hello.
We're in World War II. They couldn't even be more original and do World War One.
I know, but other than that, it was like a journey. Ewan McGregor's in it.
Oh, is that why you watched it? You love
Yeah.
that man.
Yes. And it was on Netflix.
Do you know where I can watch Moulin Rouge?
It was on Amazon Prime for a hot minute, but I'm
Okay.
probably not on there.
Because I've seen the stage version now, and everyone says that if
So
you see the movie first, you'll hate the stage version. And I was
Oh.
like, okay, so I watched the stage version first, had a great time. Now I'm ready to watch the movie.
I like the stage version. It is different.
I thought it was fun.
I enjoyed it. I watched it in Boston. I watched it in New York, like, and then it's
I
coming
mean,
back to Boston. So
my world was truly spinning while I was watching it. I had just come from a company open bar happy hour, but I had a great time.
well, you're gonna have a wild time watching the movie because it's even crazier. It's such a
Is
weird.
it?
It's Baz Luhrmann, so it's
Oh, that's say no more.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was very very good. I love that movie. Yeah. Visual effects. Guess who
Was
won?
it Avatar?
Yeah.
That's the only thing they had going for it. Of course they won.
Yeah, and I'm like, of course it's gonna go to fucking Avatar. Like,
James Cam had to take something home.
yeah.
And he didn't even get to actually take that one.
So yeah. They won visual effects, film editing, everything everyone all at once. Makeup and hairstyling, The Whale, very good. And oh, that's it. Is that it? Oh, adapted screenplay, Women Talking one. I don't know if I told you about that movie.
I just heard about it on something that I was listening to. They were talking about how it's like in a Mennonite community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I watched the movie not really knowing what was going on, so I was so confused. It's based on a book, which I think is also like it's kind of based on a true story.
So the book, the events that they're talking about happened, but the actual conversations are completely fictional.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was in Germany that all of, I don't want to have to put a content warning, but like all of the things that happened was in Germany in a Mennonite community.
Wait, I thought it was Bolivia.
Was it Bolivia?
I'm pretty sure because I watched the movie and then after I was like what's going
There's
on?
something with Germany, but Bolivia could like absolutely, I believe you that that's more right.
Well, because like I was kind of like, because I watched the movie and it's all white people, but I was like, they all had like foreign names, so I was like, where's this like set? Like I was like, I thought it was fucking Mormons, right? But it's like in Bolivia, like it was like Bolivian women, and so I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
casting choices.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. James, yeah. So I knew that I was gonna win adapted screenplay though. Cause
What were the other nominees?
All Quiet on the Western Front again, Glass Onion and A Knives Out Mystery, Living.
Knives Out was a book.
I think it's based. Yeah,
They were something else. They weren't just like from someone's brain.
I don't know. Is it like based on characters or something?
I don't know. I didn't know that those were based on anything else. I thought that that was just like.
Yeah. Did you watch that? Did you watch Knives Out too?
I haven't watched either of them yet. I don't know why.
I mean, Knives Out 2, nah, but Knives Out, the first one, so good.
That's with Chris
Chris
Evans.
Evans. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the twist, so that like sucks. That's probably why I haven't watched it, because I
Okay.
don't like need to know what happens.
Yeah.
Because that monologue was trending for a really long time.
Yeah. I killed Fran or
You
something.
have me for attempted murder? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really like Knives Out though. The second one's okay. It's just silly. Oop. All right,
Oh
we have
well.
10 minutes, which is fine because I have a meeting in 10 minutes anyways. Original song RRR1. Let's fucking go. And they performed too. I think
Whoop
yeah,
whoop.
went through it all. Crazy. I had the Oscars on, or I had the Oscars on, and then we switched it to another monitor and started watching The Last of Us. And we were like watching it on 2 monitors. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I knew it was gonna happen because I looked at the plot of the game before,
Oh.
but I thought that it was really good, and like the performances were very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And I wish that The Last of Us Part 2 was season 3, so we'd get a season 2 of them just being happy in Jackson, but I know that that is not the plot
No.
of this kind of story.
I had
But
no idea what was gonna happen.
you didn't?
No, I don't know. Okay, so spoiler alert for the next game. I know that he dies like in the second game. I had no idea how the first game was gonna end though, or the TV show. And so I was shook.
Wow.
Like I was like, spoiler, he killed every fucking one in that damn hospital.
He left 3 of the nurses alive.
Yeah.
Which I think is important, because I think one of the nurses is important for season 2.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. But me, I was shook. And then I was like, I don't know how I feel. It's a conflict.
I mean, like, the conflict for me is that they definitely could have done things like testing with spinal fluid, testing with stem cells, and things like that, or done a biopsy and different stuff to keep Ellie alive until she was 18 and ready to make a kind of choice like that.
Yeah.
It just like was medical malpractice all over the place. But like whatever, you're in the apocalypse, I guess like sometimes that shit happens. But even if they didn't do that, like if they would have told Ellie beforehand and given her that choice, she would have chosen to die to save the world. And then she could have helped Marlene convince Joel, because like the reason why Joel did that is because they didn't even let him say goodbye, which was fucked.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I was like, damn, it's the trolley dilemma. And I saw a tweet that was like, oh, he didn't, what was it? He was just like, he had the choice to save the world or something, and he didn't do it. And then
He saved his world.
yeah, it was like, the world is this girl. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the other thing that I think the show did really well is like the infected were, there, and they were a looming threat, but for the most part, like the real evil were the people, like David or Kathleen. So, like, even if you have a vaccine or a cure, like the scariest and the worst thing was still humans who weren't infected. Like, I'd still be scared. Like, yeah, it could save the world, probably should have had a cure, blah, 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 blah. Like, the morally right choice was to let her die. But, like, even if it was possible, like, I don't...
ugly. Like,
yeah. Might as well go to Jackson and live in paradise.
much to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that
Wonderfully done show.
Very good. Very well done. The acting, really good. Got me shook. Do you know what the second like game is? Like, I know it's about like just Ellie, but
Yeah, I do know,
okay.
but I won't tell you if you don't want to know.
Okay.
It's like,
I don't know if I can. Well, okay, so I do want to play it when it comes out on the PC eventually, but
right.
we'll see. Okay, so we have 5 minutes left. Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's Monday morning. Actually, it's Monday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry.
Thanks for listening to the chit chat.
The Oscar chat, even if this is like a week later, but thanks for listening anyways. We've rebranded, so our Instagram is at Retired Fangirls Podcast and our TikTok is at Retired Fangirls. Our YouTube is not rebranded because we can't let it go, but it's at Heroes of Olympus 15.
Emotionally, I cannot do that.
But shout out to everyone who's listening if you are on YouTube or Spotify.
Shout out to our 25 Spotify listeners. 25? We got 6 new ones. Yeah.
We got 6 new ones. That's great. Do you know how many we have on Apple?
No, it might be 25 for everyone. I don't know how the distributor we use works, but we have 25 followers.
Fun.
Exciting.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Me and Megan have some travel plans coming up. So apologies if we're MIA. Anyways, goodbye.
Goodbye. See you next time. Mwah.
Mwah.